Yeah. All right. So, welcome to the show, 310. Who is this?
This is Justin.
Hi, Justin.
Oh
How
shit.
are
Yeah, wow.
you?
You're
Yeah,
early
it's
like
almost
by
10
2
o'clock.
minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's me. Oh my goodness, you got bill collectors calling this late? Is that what's going on?
Well, no, anything
Yes,
is possible.
me
Anything is
too.
possible. But hold on,
Fair
if you
enough.
could hold on 1 second, we're gonna wrap this one question up, and then we'll finish the game afterwards. But and you can actually
Right.
participate in this. All right.
If
Can
you
you?
want to.
The game is zero, Hellcast zero, and what you have to do, it's kind of like Family Feud but reversed. I'm going to give you the question, and you need to tell us what you think is the least popular answer. So the
Okay.
question
Yeah.
is one of the 12 Olympian gods or goddesses of Greek mythology. What would you think would be the least popular of those?
The least popular answer. I say Aphrodite.
There you go. Good answer.
All right, so Justin says Aphrodite. All right, so all your answers are in. Number 12,
Hey, I'm supposed to get a thunderstorm at 10:22.
sweet.
Yeah, that's what
So
according to my phone.
number 12 is Zeus. Number 11, Apollo. Number 10, Athena. Number 9, Poseidon. Number 8 is Aphrodite, said by Justin. Number 7 is Ares. Number 6, Hera. Number 5
That
is
was one of the.
Hermes.
That's the one I was trying to think of.
Yeah,
I said Hera, and you said what?
Yeah, I didn't hear what you. I didn't understand what you had said. Quite honestly, I really didn't. I really didn't hear understand what you said
hey, Punk, I
because
just
it
let you
broke
know
up
you're on
or
the wrong
some
cam.
shit.
Punk,
I
you're
did
on-
that on purpose.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Oh no,
we're
he's
not
not.
ready to be on that other cam.
Yeah, he's not on
Okay.
Skype for the. He's not on Skype for this call.
My apologies.
That's all right.
No, he's just calling in.
Yeah. Number 4 is Artemis. Number 3 is, I've never heard of this one. Demeter.
Yes,
Well,
Demeter.
And number 2 is Dionysus, said by the Queen. And the number 1 answer is Hephaestus thingy. That Punk had said.
Hephaestus? Really?
Yes. Yeah, Hephaestus.
Really?
Sounds like
Yeah.
something that you get in your house.
I know, right?
All right.
Hephaestus was the only ugly god.
Well, you know,
Well, there
that's
you
That's
go.
interesting that would be the number one answer. I figured that nobody would think of Hephaestus.
well, that's why
Huh.
it's the number 1 because nobody ever thought of it. All right, so now it is time for our interview for the night, our second interview, and this is with Justin Price, a director of multiple horror movies. As he specifically said to me, he's got like 900 films coming out.
Yeah. Well,
So-
okay. Let's put that in context because if you do that, it's gonna have 900 phenomenal films, guys. Like it's amazing. Every one of them. They're just great films.
Exactly.
Okay, well, there's 2 in particular that I got notifications about that I would like to discuss a little bit, and that is the 13th Friday and The Elf.
Rock and roll, rock and roll. Yeah, man. Are you gonna? I don't know if I should go in on either one. Or are you gonna ask me a question? I'm not too sure.
You
I got
do
Hephaestus,
whatever you want to
So,
do.
No, you can say
Okay.
whatever. I mean,
let me
because we're
just-
going to ask questions.
yeah, I just want to start off by saying I had a few people go rogue on my PR team, and they went after a few reviewers, and I went after
Oh.
a reviewer, but I only went to ask a question, and I realized that okay, you ever go and try to ask? I don't have any kids, but my mom used to come to my school, and she would ask a question, but for some reason it never came out like a question. Like it always came out like the teacher did something wrong, even though I failed the
Okay.
test. It always seemed like the teacher was the one in the wrong. You know, how come my baby don't know the answer? How come you ain't teaching him well enough to know the answer? You know, it's like he's just going in on the teacher. I'm like, Mom, I didn't even study for this test. Like, you don't have to. Miss Martin didn't do anything. You know, but he's just killing the teacher. And that's how I felt the reviewers. I was like, okay. They got big budgets. We don't have a budget. So how you gonna talk about special effects, but then talk about, well, special effects look like crap? I said, dude, that makes no sense. You can't go in, well, you know, they ain't got no budget, but then talk about special effects. I said, you don't know anything about special effects. How you don't know anything about special effects if you want to critique film? You know, I was like, that doesn't even make any sense. I can't critique art if I don't know anything about art. You know, I don't know who Basquiat is. I can't be critiquing art. That doesn't make any sense. Just because I like the art. You know, this isn't like and love. You got to know fashion to go critique fashion. You can't just sit there and go, well, you know, the blue colors look great and yellow look good. And you got to know what you're talking about. So I was just going in on this guy. And he was just like, he's like, I just wanted to look at it for how I felt. How I felt when I watched the film. I said, well, that's not how your review came out. Your review comes out like you go in and you study movies and, you know, you went to film school, you know, French New Wave, German Expressionism, you know all about the ins and outs of movie making. And now you're saying it's just you at the house with a glass of Merlot and a towel. I said, that is well, so I was like, both of those don't go together because you got people listening to you who are going, yeah, this guy's a critic. He must. Hey, say that. Say, hey, this is the review site should say, hey, I'm towel guy. You know, I don't know anything. I just look at movies with my buddies, and these are my opinions.
Wally from South Park.
Oh God, it was killing me.
Sorry, I went
You
on
know.
a tangent on you.
Justin, you are fucking killing us right now, buddy. I gotta say, you're absolutely awesome, right out of the gate.
Oh man.
Okay,
Yeah,
what kind of
you
movies
know what? I
do you
better
make?
curtail
Do you
this.
just make horror films, or do you make other stuff too?
No. See, that goes another thing too. I had a guy ask me. You guys are fine. I mean, but I had a dude ask me because Get Out came out, and you know,
Yeah.
for those users who can't see me, I am half black. So you know, there you
You're
go.
half black.
Yeah, well, I'm black. Whatever. My dad's
Oh.
a multiracial, but we just say black now. You know, you got a little bit. That's all that matters.
Wait.
Okay, so
Okay, well then, okay,
Fair
I'm
enough.
gonna.
Okay, so
Yeah,
Get Out
he
Gets
just
Out, which
asked
is a
me-
weird ass movie, but it's hilarious.
yeah, let's not cut that can of worms. I don't want my real dad to find me. I've been hiding for years. Let's keep it. Come on, guys. Let's breeze over that. You know, that's what I was gonna be for Halloween, a black father. That's a joke. That's a joke.
Oh my goodness!
There we go. But what happened was, see, you can't make these things now. What happened was I had, you know, a guy asked me about Get Out. You know, he's like, oh, how did that help your career? I was like, you know, I don't know how that would help my career, but okay, I guess so. You know,
Because
he asked me-
white people think that all black people
Yeah.
know each other.
like we hooked up
But
afterwards.
they
Like,
don't?
good job, Jordan.
No,
There you go.
stop. Just kidding.
My goodness.
That away Jordan Peele.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you personally know Jordan Peele because you're into movies,
No.
and he made a
That's
movie,
right. There's only
Oh,
5
I
black
wish
directors, so I
Hollywood
guess we
worked that
thought we
way,
all
right?
knew.
right? If only it did.
Eesh. Yeah, you know, it would help. It would help,
It
actually.
would.
I don't do horror films in general. I really, and this is a true statement, I just do 2 things. First thing is I take a chance on 1 movie per year, maybe two movies per year. Like, you know, like I did a romantic comedy called Almost Amazing, right? And it was
Okay.
hard because I'm in front of the camera. And they're like, yo, man, nobody wants this shit. I was like, what are you talking about? They're like, yeah, you know, this is a black film. And you guys are falling in love. You guys aren't shooting anybody. No one's selling weed. What is this? I was like, it's a romantic comedy. They were like,
Who fucking
Well,
told you that
it's
shit?
oh, everyone told me this. Like every distributor, even the black distributor, they say, yeah, this isn't black enough. I was like, how? What? How,
It's
what?
not
I'm sorry,
black enough?
Someone needed a mixtape demo. I don't know, like, you know, it had to have that sort of element of, you know, I shot it in Compton. I don't know. In the
Yeah, that's
project,
an element of street.
no one had a job. And that, I know this is weird, but they meant it. They meant it like business. They didn't mean it racial. They meant it like, yo, we can't sell this because people we sell movies to, they need to see you, you know, and
Fucking
it needs
shit
to be
up.
relatable. Yeah, basically, right? Like hanging out with Tyrone, Earl,
Well,
and
see,
Lil Pookie,
okay,
it
see
needs to have
I don't get
names.
that. I really, really don't get that because that's actual utter fucking bullshit.
Welcome to
There are lots-
Hollywood.
No, see, because there are lots of people in this country in particular, okay, who have been saying, hey, I would really like to see, like, somebody of my own color on the screen at a movie theater doing something that I would fucking do. Okay, trying to do that, and they're like, oh, no, nobody's going to buy it. Bullshit!
Pretty much. Yeah, no one's gonna buy it. It came to iTunes, and they might have been right. I mean, I had to get my auntie and my cousins. It sold like 5 copies. It went Pebble. If it was a record, it'd go rock. Like, it was hard to get people to go and get that movie. It's a great film too. I was like, dude, it's a dope film.
I wanna see
I really enjoyed it. Yeah, it's on
I love
iTunes. Just check it
romantic
out.
comedies.
It's very Woody Allen-esque, and I mean that like
Please don't
it's
mention
not
that.
on the nose. You know,
Okay, okay. Please
it's
tell
all
me
over
it's
the
just
place
kind
on
of
that.
done in his style and not done in like in homage to Woody Allen.
No, it's nothing like him at all. I mean, listen, I think Woody Allen's he's a great writer. I love his films
Okay.
because they come out of left field, you know. I'm just meaning that you're not going to go in and then go, okay, they're falling in love. Three guys who run a breakup card company, you know. I mean, already it's just weird, you know what I mean?
Oh.
Selling
Okay.
breakup cards. So I think I just wanted to play off of love and how people are so enamored with the idea of falling in love, and it's always so PC. You remember the sex scenes?
Right.
It's always love making, and the sheets are flowing. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's just perfect strokes. I was like,
I
dude,
love the
no one-
movies that do the real, like the real sex scenes, like you get hair
Yeah,
in your mouth and, shit in your eye and you
Wet.
fall off the bed and
okay, I don't know what you've been doing lately, but yeah.
you know what? I didn't mean literal shit. I did not mean literal shit. I'm just saying, like,
this is happening this evening? Is this right now? No, it was a great welcome to Hellcast. That's how we get it going.
yeah.
That's what I wanted it to be. I wanted it to be just my interpretation of love. Like it's messy, it's dirty, it doesn't make sense. You don't
Absolutely.
really give answers. They're not going to be final. It was just fun time. Like I had a scene with the girl and the guy talking, and he's like, "Oh, I used to like you a lot." And he's like, "Oh, that's cool. Why you didn't tell me?" She's like, "Cause you told me to go cut my fucking self."
Oh my
He's like,
goodness.
Oh. He's like, "Oh, that's a good reason. That's pretty."
Oh, I
good.
really,
Pretty
really
good
want to
reason."
see this movie now.
I like that. I love the fact it's not like, oh, because you were so hot, and I was the class, whatever. No, it's
Right.
like because you were a bad person, and that's how we are as people. We treat each other bad, and then all of a sudden think that we can just fix it because we look hot now, or I'm in a better
Right.
position now. It's like, no, it doesn't work like that. And I just thought that was just one of the dopest things. But anyway, that's almost amazing. It almost got sold to a bunch of places.
Almost
Almost.
amazing. Almost got sold.
Almost.
Got
So it's January 28th to be on DVD. So if you guys want to, fight
Yes,
fire,
we're
or
gonna-
rap
we're
shit,
gonna-
Absolutely.
it. Where can we find it? Is it gonna be
anything
on
like
Hallmark?
that you want to
That's
do
where I
with it.
buy almost
Yeah.
9 DVDs.
Please, thank you so much for that. That was this whole interview was about Almost Amazing. Forget the 13th Friday and Elf. This was about Almost Amazing. That's why
No,
I called.
absolutely.
All right, that was the whole.
There you go. There you go. There you
Hey,
go.
and I gotta ask. What was your? Because you said you're not, really into the horror thing. What made you decide to do a horror film, or multiple?
Oh, I didn't finish that second part, did it? That's like my brain doesn't work that way. I apologize.
It's all
what
good. Our
happened
brains
is-
don't work either.
It's all over the joint, man.
Yeah, we're drinking
Almost
heavily.
Amazing getting plugged. What I do is the second part is I do films that the market dictates. So
Okay.
if there's a lack of Christian film, then I go, okay, cool. How can I make a Christian film? If there's a lack of dog movies, because the movies are pretty much, we know we're missing action, we're missing romantic, we're missing, whatever it is that the market dictates. And I have to kind of come up with, because we're not, we don't have a lot of money to play with. I have to go, all right, guys, this movie has to make its money back, or I might as well just go out here and make an art film. I might as well just make
Right.
something for me. That's what Almost Amazing is. Like I do one for me, and I do 1,700 for the market. So I do. That's how
Gotcha.
it works. I usually do like 2 or 3 movies a year where I just want to have fun, and I'm very creative in that. Like I don't want to, I'm not gonna slap down zombie cheerleaders from hell.
Why not?
Because I can't go that far. I'm an artist
Oh,
at heart. I can't strap a movie down and just get me and my buddies and throw globs of blood at people and titties. You know what I mean?
Hey,
That used to be
we
the
like
struggle
titties,
in the
Justin.
90s. Hey, no, I can't. It really bothers me when I see I wonder how they cast this person. Like they go, we're gonna have a scene. She's like, oh, cool, and then
Hey.
you're just gonna have your breast out. It makes no
Justin.
sense, And then, yes.
Yeah.
Did you know that Almost Amazing is available to rent from Amazon right now?
Yeah, it's out. It's available. It's out there. I knew it was
Yep.
out. Uncorked put it out. I'm just, I have to. Okay. Again, I have to plug it
Anywho.
because it was one of those things. No one
I'm sorry.
loves romance. But thank you for that. Almost
You
Amazing on Amazon. You know,
Almost
go get it. It's
Amazing's
everywhere.
on Amazon.
Yeah, it's at the flea market. It's at all the places you can. Any
Nice.
place you can find. It is there. True story, and this is the funniest shit I've ever been through. I was at home. I went to Georgia, which is where I'm from, in case you guys get into these personal questions. I went to Georgia. I went home, see my mom, because it always brings me back. I just love the South, you know? And my
Black man
doorbell
in the
rings.
South, loving the South. Got it.
It's so dope, right? And then, so my door, well, not my doorbell. We didn't have one of those, but dude knocks on the door. Does not lie to each other. The door is not, the screen door gets knocked on. And then I get up and I answer it, and it's my cousin Jalan. And it's the most amazing thing. He has a backpack on, and he's like, "Hey, what's going on, cuz?" I said, "Oh, just relaxing, man." He's like, "Oh, I didn't know you was back from L.A." I said, "Yeah, I'm just here to see Mom." He's like, "Well, your mom wants to buy some movies from me. I got some hot ones, man. They fire. You want to see them?" I said, "You know what? I'm gonna support you. You out here selling movies, man. Do your thing, man. How much is it?" They $10. I said, "That's cool." He gave me one. I looked at it. I was like, "Is this the cloth?" He's like, "Yeah, man, that thing been selling like crazy." I said, "Joanne, this is my movie. I made this movie." I was like, "Hey, this ain't even out yet." He's like, "Oh, man, I've been selling that for like 4 months now." I was like, "Joanne, what?" I said, "Well, let me buy all your copies, man, so you stop selling my movie." He's like, "That's going to be 20 for you there. That's your movie. That's going to cost you at least double. You can't, you can't just get it off me like that." Holy, most amazing thing ever. I had to buy my own movie for 20 for
That
20 bones.
sucks.
Craziest thing ever. He's like selling my movie, just hustling, you know. It is what it is. He didn't know it was me. It was a good film. He was like, "This is a good film. People like this film." So he just went out and started slinging it. So that's why I got into it. So I'm more of a sci-fi fantasy guy. If my genre at heart, I'm more of an Avatar guy. It's my favorite film. I'm an Avatar, Moulin Rouge, Unbearable Lightness.
Wait a minute, Moulin Rouge?
Yes.
How is
Yes,
that
I love
sci-fi?
Moulin Rouge.
Dude.
No, but because it's storytelling. Like, if you really think about it, it's a fantasy film. You know,
Absolutely.
Okay, fantasy.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
I guess
across the
I
universe.
guess sci-fi and fantasy are kind of different for
Yeah.
me, but I understand.
I'm just in that realm of something that's just not on the nose in front of you. Like, that could have been done by anyone else besides Baz Luhrmann, and it would have been terrible. You know, if I just went out there and shot a regular film.
So here's
what-
a
what's
movie
that?
opportunity for you. I got a couple of movie opportunities for you. All right, the first one, it would be like a Star Trek based porn movie. Would you be okay with that?
A Star Trek based porn movie?
Yeah.
Oh, you say porn? Oh, you say porn? You really said porn? No, I wouldn't be okay
really
with
said
that. Because I've seen so many of those on Pornhub, you know. So I don't think that's really, you know. You can't go further than that. I've seen that already, you know. Like I do research on all genres just to ensure in case my career goes the other way. You know, I have to be prepared.
Now we play a game on this show we call Mad Libs. You know, everybody plays Mad Libs. You know, if you're over the age of 30, you've played Mad Libs sometime in your career, in your life. And we had this great one about a movie, and it ended up turning out to be really awesome. It had this great female lead, and we were trying to find a director or producer to create this movie for us. And the heroine's name is Punkette Lavender. Can you do that for us?
You say Punkette Lavender?
Yeah,
Yes.
Punkette Lavender. That's the heroine's name.
Okay. And just so you know, I'm not 30 yet, so I haven't played it. So we'll try. I don't know. When you said that, I was like, "Who you setting up?" I was like, "Who the hell are you talking to?" Who are these old guys you mentioned? And like, who? What are we
Wow.
saying? Like, what is? That's like that setup, right? Yeah, you know, everybody's been in love. That's been in HP. You know, like, I'm not there yet, so I don't. Okay. Mad Libs. So I guess I just come up with a synopsis with the name. Cool.
Yeah. You got the name. You got to make the rest.
Remember what the freaking
All right, Lavender. I'm messing with Lavender Pumpkin. I'm just gonna. Pumpkin. I don't know. I keep hearing something else. Punkette. Lavender Punkette.
Yes.
Lavender Punkette is part of a social group that bullies kids, and what happens is they are bullying kids because they think that being gay is a actual virus that's been disseminated by the government. So they're trying to come up with an antidote an antidote called love potion. And the love potion that they come up with, that gets stolen, and pumpkin lavender punkette, whatever.
Punkette lavender.
Punkette lavender.
Punkette lavender uses her skills as the first lady to try and hunt down the terrorist organization that's going to disperse this sort of anti-gay serum into the world. And so what happened is Punkette is now a widow because her husband was assassinated because he was injected with this and became feral and was sleeping with animals. And he was sleeping with animals and was trapped and caught and essentially killed. And so she now has to use her skills as first lady to find this group. And I think that's the best,
Justin, I got to
and
tell
Bone
you.
Laden is the guy behind things. And
Bone
there's a lot
Laden.
of other people we got to watch out for.
All right,
Bone
so-
Laden. There's another character called Lynch Penn. He's also like the mob guy. He goes around recruits people. And
Justin, I got to interject here real quick. As you're describing this movie, I'm watching Punkette on cam, and she's like embarrassed but intrigued at the same time, and she's trying to hold it in. You can tell she's holding it in because she's ready to just fucking bust out. Unlike my wife and I, who are busting out.
Oh,
Dude, that was
if I can
awesome.
tell you that movie will go platinum. The movie is gonna go big
The
time.
movie's
No
gonna
doubt
go
in my mind.
platinum.
That movie is going all over the place, all over the world, man.
It's going
That'll be my luck
global.
too. Like someone to call me after that shit. Hey, yo, let's go. We didn't like Almost Amazing, but that luck, that fucking lavender plot.
I'm telling you,
Like,
brother.
that's what
Woo!
Hollywood-
Oh, that's awesome
Hollywood
shit.
edition,
All right, so
Oh,
You
gee.
gotta call him every week because
I know.
He's gotta inject some comedy into our show.
I know, right? All right, so I'm gonna get serious here for like 30 seconds.
That's completely fine.
So what was your theory about the title for your movie, The 13th Friday? Because obviously it's a play on Friday the 13th, which I think is awesome.
You know what? Okay, I'm glad you opened this up too. I got 2 PC answers I'm supposed to give you, but I'm just not gonna do that tonight. Here goes what goes on.
Whatever you want to do.
You know what I mean?
Hey,
It's 'cause
fuck the
you know.
FCC, brother.
Yeah, like it is what it is. Now, here goes the thing. We're independent artists, all right?
Uh-huh.
I can't say freaking Alien because there's 18 billion people who love Alien, right? The movie. It was made in what, the 50s? How am I gonna compete with Alien?
Yes,
But that's
it was
what it's
made in
called.
the 50s. Okay,
Right?
whatever.
It's called Aliens. They're aliens. I can't do extraterrestrial because guess what?
E.T.
Someone's going to go, isn't that E.T.? This is a play on E.T. You can't say any words. There's no words. They've taken them all up. Did you get my drift? This is like not being
Yes.
able to say the N-word in movies. It's like, guys, this is when culture takes something and they create this myth. I'm afraid of Friday the 13th before I even knew what that was. Like people, oh, it's 13th Friday. Watch out. Don't go outside. It's creepy. You're gonna get into a car accident. You're gonna, the black cats are gonna pass you. So it's like, dude, if I do a black cat in my film, what are people gonna say? Oh, that's Pet Cemetery. It's just trying to be like Pet Cemetery. You can't do anything. So it's like, when the movie came out, I was gonna call it something else. But distributors and sales agents, they go, why would you call it something else? If that's what it was, that's what it is. And I said, yeah, but I just really hate dealing with people thinking it's Friday the 13th. I said, well, we'll just call it the 13th Friday. And I kind of sat there with the face because, I'm not crazy. I can already see how people would look at you. It's like saying to somebody like, hey, we're not going to Subway. We're going to Way of the Sub. And you're just like, you're just looking at them like, you really just try to pull that one on me, the Way of the Sub. Yeah, it's a whole new place. I love it. It's phenomenal. You love the sandwich. It's like McDowell's and Coming to America. They got the second they got the golden arches. We got the golden arch. So that's so that's what the 13th Friday is the McDowell of the film, man. It's like it's not the same thing, So it is what it is, man. I can't, and also to be fair, I can't control most of the things that go on. I'm I'm in the movie Alien Reign of Man, and none of the cast members are on the front cover. They got a stock footage of some white girl and put it on the front.
Oh,
It's like, again, because you couldn't put me on the front because you don't want to confuse the audience. Apparently, well, this is an African alien film. What are they gonna do? Are they gonna smoke weed in Mars? Is that, so there you go. That's how it
Will
works.
Smith
So
break that barrier? Come on.
if you go back and look at Independence Day, they had a big ass ship on the front cover.
Oh,
Once
yeah,
he-
that's true.
Once
That
he
is
became
true.
popular,
The big ass ship was
then
blowing
they
up
put
the
his-
White House or something.
exactly, his
Yeah,
floating
you're
head
right.
was in there after he got the Oscar nod. Then they put his floating head in the corner. You see like Will Smith in the top of the left screen, still got the same floating spaceship, and Will Smith's head just kind
Yeah,
of
we're
floating
still
like they got.
there's still so many problems when it comes
I
to
can't.
being a person of color, being anything but white when it comes to being in movies. It's fucking
Oh
No,
my God.
bullshit.
And
white
women
male.
get it.
White male.
Women get it bad too, I try to make sure my movies, and that's what it is. If you watch the 13th Friday, I'm not sure if you did or not. I do movies like this because God has blessed me to put me in a position to where I can cast diversity. Like I can put Hispanic people, Asian people, Black people in positions of like being afraid or being a sci-fi explorer. I'm doing a movie now where we're going to be exploring caves as Black people, and I bet you, like if it's presented another way, then you'll see it. You won't see it coming. So I had to present film. You just see some of the comments. They go, "Oh, look at these ugly Mexicans." Like you just go read some of the reviews, and it's like, "Whoa, dude, whoa!"
Wow.
But that's what you're up against. You're up against trying to sort of go, you know what? I'm gonna give you a vehicle. Here goes the 13th Friday. Yeah, you're gonna think it's Friday the 13th. You're gonna think whatever you want to think, and you're gonna
Yeah.
talk shit about it. You're gonna say
Yeah.
this. You're gonna say that. But you're not gonna say it doesn't look amazing. You're not gonna say we didn't bring it, and it's available. So for me, working on shoestring budgets, if a movie gets put out, we podiumed. That's like being a country with two people with the flag ceremony. You got like two like the Republic of George, and you got like two flags, and then you win, like you medal. You get a bronze in judo. Hey, forget that. The whole country celebrates. We like, yo,
Yeah.
Republic of George got the bronze. Like I'm on the podium just looking around like, that's right. Y'all don't even know what I did to get here. Y'all don't understand. We had to dodge bombs. The love gay potion that they had out there was crazy. All that stuff. Pumpkin Lavender was out there. She was stalking us. So we had to do all that to get here. So once we get a movie out, that's how I feel. I was like, yo, man, we're able to cast people that were told no, and
Yes.
now they're told yes. And it's like,
Absolutely.
that to me is a win. We're already
Hell yeah.
winning. I don't even care. The rest of the
No,
stuff is
that's
fanboys.
awesome. That's
you know.
awesome.
and as stupid as it may or may not sound, like us getting an interview with you, to us, that is like winning the bronze medal, or
George,
Rock and roll, man. Thank you.
in
Thank you
the
so much.
country of George.
In the Republic, it's so. I'm glad we're here, man. Hey, I'm still young, and I can still make a few more mistakes before they, come after me. But man, you can't say anything, right? You really
Yes.
have to like cater and curtail all words. This
Mhm.
interview is gonna come back on me, and they're gonna
Absolutely.
like, we heard you talk about black fathers. What does that mean? What are you trying to say? It's like, what are you guys
Exactly.
talking about? So. But no,
Well,
I think it's great. So thank you so
I
much
have
for
to
the interview.
say, some white fathers are not that great either. Like,
Uh,
Redler and I don't even
can
know
you
our
please-
fathers, so it's all good.
State your name for the record for this interview, so we can.
No,
we can come back and
exactly.
talk about that later. It wasn't just me, all right.
Exactly.
No, it was great. Thank you so much for having me on too, man. It's
Oh,
anytime we get to talk,
love it.
it's just
Well, no,
dope for me.
honestly, I mean, I think we've covered your films for 30 seconds?
Yeah, right. I don't think we talk. No one knows what we're talking about, really. That's cool. That's all good.
It's
Well,
all
we've
good.
actually-
they had.
There's
and
something that. Go
Go
ahead.
No, Pucker,
Oh,
go ahead.
Well, there was something I wanted to talk to you about, Justin, and it
Okay.
has to do with the Black Panther movie.
Okay.
And I had read an article where somebody had started attacking the director for casting all black people in the Black Panther movie.
Yeah,
Wait a minute,
wow.
it's a movie about Black Panther, shouldn't it be?
Wow, right?
Right?
All black
Can you
Like,
imagine that?
right, an all-black cast, and they were attacking him because it was like, what about diversity? And you talk about diversity and blah 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 blah, right? And and he was just like,
Yeah.
yeah, okay, but this is a movie about Black Panther in a country full of black people. Yeah, fuck you.
There you go.
Let me
and
say that I will try to leave the people with something, because I really believe in having the narrative, because I believe that people really do see things a different way. I grew up, my dad, I'm pretty sure he had ties to the KKK. I went there and interviewed them when I was younger for a psychology project. It was the dopest thing I ever did, because they spoke to me in a way, minus the slurs, but they spoke to me in a way that it helped me understand a lot of their perspective. CNN's done some stuff now, so all the shit I did when I was younger is not as cool anymore, because everyone's,
Right.
kind of done things. But I did it back in 1999 when it wasn't cool. You didn't have
Okay.
any protection of YouTube or Facebook Live. So I'll say this, and here goes where I think people have the problem disseminating information and how it's portrayed. Okay, black directors. What they're saying is, when you have a Spike Lee, a John Singleton, a Brian Allen, a Ryan Coogler who's doing Black Panther, you have Justin Price. They're not saying, look, there goes 6 or 7 of them. There's like this number we're trying to reach.
Right.
There we go, quota. We met the quota. There we go.
Met the quota. Right.
What we're saying and what the movement is really trying to say is, if you really think about it, you have to switch a perspective, because the idea that you have to tell people that women can direct, black people can direct, Hispanic people, Latino people can direct, that's already starting us off on the wrong foot, because that means that we're seeing a difference in the quality. And that goes the thing. And when there's a difference in quality, that means there's a difference in opportunity. And then if there's a difference in opportunity, then there's a difference in not having a relationship to where you can also have a place to grow. So it's very systemic. My uncle's a sheriff. He can hire people not because they really technically deserve it, in the sense of saying, they're the best candidate, but he's never been in that position to understand wealth, to understand the power and the responsibilities. So how can you teach your son a whole nother incoming influx of African Americans how to be this person if you've never had anyone that was that person? My dad was never around, so I have no clue what being a father is like unless I watch Family Guy, American Dad, a few movies here and there, Morgan Freeman every now and again, Forrest Whitaker's, Milky Eye.
Sure.
I have to watch a bunch of things to come up with Dad, right? And then that
There you
becomes
go.
my interpretation of raising my kids. But until I become win this bronze medal for the Republic of Georgia, nobody is trying to take up the Olympic event. They're not trying to come out there, man. It's too much work. So you have to have that we don't have a base. Is the base is what I'm trying to say. So when they say there's no opportunity, they're saying there's no base. Like, I can't get hired in Hollywood. I make films. I've consulted major studios. They've come to me and asked me questions. I've sat down in the room with the the Weinstein. I was at Miramax. I was at I Am Global. I was at any of these places you can name, the Sonys. Any of these big, large companies, right? At Lionsgate, they won't hire me. They won't bring me in the room, right? But they'll talk to me. You see what I mean? They'll consult and ask questions, because they're fine with picking the brain, but you got to bring something else to the table. So unless I got to get out or something under my belt, like something that's phenomenal, I don't get a movie. Yeah, you can go watch some movie like Godzilla is being directed by people who did a short film. It's like, he did one short. It's like, well, how did you get Godzilla? It's a $200 million film.
Yeah.
And it's
right?
like, well, I don't know.
Well, okay,
We just saw
to
the
be
short
fair-
and thought it would be phenomenal.
To be fair, Jordan Peele only got Get Out because, he's Jordan fucking Peele. And
Exactly what I'm saying. Because he's
And,
known. He's a known entity. He's not
Yeah.
a dude from the street. He didn't
Right.
just pop up.
Then
Right.
how about
Hey,
we
get out.
Then how about we do this? We blow Justin Price up.
Yeah.
Hell
so you
yeah.
can
Well, I
direct
hope you
Godzilla.
yeah, thank you so much. You kind of have to explain that a bit more, because we have been talking about terrorist groups and I don't,
Well, we won't associate you with terrorist groups or KKK. We'll associate you with positive reinforcement.
okay,
It'll
so
pay
I
back.
gotta
It really will. Uh-huh.
I had another question. I saw your picture on your Twitter profile.
Mm-hmm.
Is that Kevin Hart that you're standing with?
Love Kevin Hart. Yes, Kevin
He's
Hart is the
awesome.
real deal. He's the real deal. I love his wife, his ex-wife more, Tori Hart, who's just amazing. She brought me there to meet Kev, and that's at a birthday party with the family. So I was there.
That's
With
awesome.
them while they were celebrating. And, Tori's in Almost Amazing, by the way. Another plug.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Excellent.
and Kevin is like, what's so cool about Kevin? And I think this is something that speaks to how the world works and what's so weird about it. He's someone that doesn't look like a leading guy. He's like 5'2".
Yeah.
Yep.
He doesn't have, he's not someone that'll get cast as anything other than the side guy that made jokes. You saw him in Scary Movie 3 and freaking like 40-Year-Old Virgin. He had a spot role in 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Mm-hmm.
But he just killed it. He just came out, worked hard, and just continued to strive.
Yeah.
And man, just to be like one of the he's A-list, and that's amazing to come from
Yeah,
that
it
and
is.
not look like Brad Pitt to be an A-list star.
Yep.
But that's what
And-
that's what we're saying though. Chris Rock had a great line. He was like, Jay-Z lives in my neighborhood. I live in my neighborhood. You know what the white guy next to me does? He's a dentist. He's like, he's
Yep.
like, you know what we got to invent teeth to be a black dentist in my neighborhood. So it's just really cool, man. to see him.
Well, I mean, Kevin I've been watching Kevin Hart for a long time. Unfortunately, I've never gone to a comedy show of any kind. I've never even gone to like the little comedy shows in bars or anything like that. My mom says you have to do that. But anyway, I love Kevin Hart. I think he's hilarious. I think that, I think he has a great presence. I love his chemistry with Dwayne Johnson. His chemistry with Dwayne is just amazing. And I love that you keep plugging your rom-com more than your other movies.
Yes, I'm glad you picked up on that. That is phenomenal. Yeah.
Hold
I
on,
really-
Justin. Hold
every
on.
movie
To be
you
fair,
do,
Justin. Hold on. To be fair, Justin, she's the only sober one of us.
Yeah.
That makes sense. You know what? That makes sense. I don't drink anyone. I don't drink. I never have, never will, because I don't want any vices. Get you in trouble. But
I don't drink
you know,
either.
Thank you. Exactly. Hey, no disrespect to those who do though. Get it.
No,
in.
absolutely
And-
none.
and
It's
whatever it is.
just not
that
my
people
thing.
are having. Yeah, not my thing. But I mean, the two movies, The Elf, 13 Friday. 13 Friday's out now. The Elf comes out November 7th, and it's The Elf was like one of those throwback movies to the 90s. You have a real doll created by Melissa Vega. My producing partner, Koo, man, like she kills it. She's Asian. She's the Asian lead from Alien: Rain of Man. That was the complete sentence of that. She's just amazing, man. And right, she's Asian. Like, oh, okay. That makes
Now,
sense.
something that threw me off is when we were originally talking and trying to set this up and finalizing all the details. I said, hey, we're going to be on Skype. Would you want to do Skype? And you're like, oh no, I'm fat because of the Elf. I can't get on Skype with you guys.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
was
well,
that
I
all
actually
about?
lost a lot of weight. I lost a lot of weight. Okay, here goes the thing. I'm very, very self-conscious of the idea that I'm gonna be getting an Oscar one day, right?
Okay.
And if I'm not, then I'm doing the wrong thing. If I'm not getting my Oscar for best director, best actor, best
Absolutely.
song, best animated film, I want it best everything. You know what I mean? Cinematography,
Right.
best foreign film. I don't want someone to pull up the old footage because I might get a lot of work done, and I can't have. I can't have these old videos floating around. You know what I mean? Like I might get new eyes,
Gotcha.
new cheeks. It's a lot of stuff I may want to do in the future. You just never know, and I just
That makes
I try to stay
sense.
away from photos as much as possible.
right, so,
It's smart. I'm already thinking ahead.
So, how old are you? Since you're not 30 yet.
Oh my God, jeez Louise, man.
You
I'm
walked
under
into
30.
that
We'll just go
one.
with that. Well, under 30. There we go.
You're under 30.
I'm not old
right?
enough to understand Mad Libs, so we'll go with that.
Yeah, that's a horrific event right there. So
Okay,
or-
well,
Yeah.
just so you know,
Mhm.
the majority of the audience of the show is over 30. Okay.
Okay, big love, big up. Find me on Tinder, Match.com. But definitely, I'm
Obviously,
if you
he's
guys are
single.
looking for a great time, that'll be me, man. I'm easy peasy, great, get along with. I'm very romantic. So,
And all the hosts that you're talking to right now are 30 or older. I just turned 30.
Yeah, she just
Oh.
did
turned
you? That's
30.
completely
She's
fine
the
with
Hey,
me. I think.
hey, Justin, she's the baby
great.
of the group.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I
Oh
am.
wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
but
know,
the other two of us are over 40.
yeah.
Well, you guys have my personal information. I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I love for this to go further.
We're all
Wow!
Responded here,
We're
Baby.
there.
Baby,
we do here.
Here
we
we
may
go.
we may have to give him a jingle.
We may.
There we go. We got Justin laughing.
Yay!
I don't know what it is, but for some reason, when you said jingle, I thought of something very sexual. I was like, okay, yeah, I really that's not what we're talking
Hey,
about.
hey, hey.
That's not the new thing. Yeah.
If you want something jingly dangling out of your, bum, hey,
Right,
we,
the
we can
jingle.
make that
Oh.
work.
Got all of it.
That'd be like another synopsis, the jingle. Oh, okay, I'm not joking, but this is not.
Jin-
All right,
hey,
guys.
hey, Justin, we can put a porno spin on Jingle All the Way.
Jingle. Oh, dope. You see, you already there. I had this movie pitched. This movie was pitched to me, right? And that's a way of me saying that I came up with it, but I'm giving the credit to someone else. This movie's not good, all right, and it's not funny. I just thought it was the idea that it was pitched to me with such seriousness. That's what made it funny. Okay, so that's the disclaimer. Not funny subject. The idea that the guy was that serious really made it funny. So he comes to me, he's like, hey, man, you a producer? I said, yeah. Hey, man, I've seen some of your movies. I said, yeah, that's cool, man, thank you. He goes, well, look. I got this really great idea. And I'm always like, all right, here we go. And he goes, what if there's this lady, right? She's working out, doing yoga with a bunch of other ladies. I'm like, okay, all right, cool. And they're all like in maternity leave, you can see the bellies and everyone's working. I said, that's cool, that's great. And then you see this guy. I'm like, okay. He looks in to the window and watches these pregnant women work out. I'm like, all right. And then he like lifts a clothes hanger. And then we cut the credits. I was like, what? Wait, what? He goes, clothes hanger massacre. I was like, oh my God. I was like, you have to be fucking kidding me. I was like, what? Like, how would we ever get this out, man? Like, what are you...
That is
like,
horrific.
yeah, man, this would be like the dopest thing ever, dude. Like, he had part 2 ready. He was like, yeah, and part 2
Oh
will
my
take place in
goodness.
this. I was like,
Oh
Wow.
my goodness.
you guys. I was like, we're going there, huh? I was like, well, send me the synopsis and breakdown. I'll look. No, I didn't say that. I thought I'll be the stop. Both of these movies get made. You never know.
That
You
is
never
fucking
around here.
crazy.
How crazy is that,
Well,
right? So I had to deal with.
We
with
have
this business.
what are we on now? Human Centipede 5
Yeah,
I
yeah.
and
Something like that. I think it'd be in that
Sharknado
realm.
12.
don't know. 22.
Sharknado 7. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like it's
I don't know, Brad. I just know Brad Kozlowski was killed in one of the Sharknadoes, and I want to watch that just to watch him be killed. So
I don't know
Wow.
who that is.
it's a NASCAR driver who's a dickhead.
He's a
Oh, okay.
He's a NASCAR driver
Who-
from Michigan who is a dick.
Oh
Oh,
wow.
he's a
You
fucking
guys-
asshole.
NASCAR. Yeah,
I'm
okay.
a huge
Well, that's-
NASCAR fan.
Oh,
Don't worry,
baby.
I'm not a redneck. It's all good. I'm just a huge NASCAR fan
It's
because
all
I
good
like
if
cars
you are.
going fast.
I am not a
Yeah,
NASCAR
I
fan.
would love NASCAR if they, you know what, it's almost like soccer, and I'm offending a lot of people, but it's really fun if you play it, more so than watching it. I don't really get down with watching someone for 40 minutes. Okay, he kicks it, and the forward has it. Forward passes to the center, back to the forward. Go! What the fuck? What just happened?
I feel your
Dude.
pain because my daughter, honestly, my daughter has been playing soccer for 9 years, and I feel that way every time I go to a soccer game. I'm like, okay, I gotta be supportive, I gotta be encouraging, but really, I could be watching something else.
See,
But
Justin,
I understand. It's my daughter playing soccer, and I'm gonna be there, and I'm gonna be supportive. But at the same time, she likes to watch these freaking, FIFA games, and I'm just like, really?
I love
We
watching the
have to
FIFA
watch
games.
these?
now see, Justin,
love-
I just wanted to interject. I know the women are dominating this, and I have no problem with that normally.
normally.
I just want to throw a little testosterone in there and just say that listening to soccer or watching soccer is like listening to tennis on the radio.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. Right.
how I
Yeah. That's
feel
a great
about it.
analogy.
That's how I feel about
Again,
it.
you
It's
have
like
to
watching
play.
golf.
Exactly.
Well, again, see, and that's why I miss Tiger, and then this goes back to people and not understanding how stuff works.
Oh wait a minute,
Tiger
Tiger's
Woods.
one of your people, isn't he?
He's
Yeah, he's
partly
what you
his
mean black
people.
or you mean what? What Asian? I'm lost. What part of the?
He's.
I guess so. Yeah, we'll just go with Tiger's one of my people.
I was gonna say any
I didn't know where
black
it was going. So yeah,
Asian, but I
he's the real deal.
wasn't
He's
sure.
a black director, black
Okay.
actor.
Yeah.
What I love about Tiger
We'll go with
Woods, and
that.
this is what I mean by the industry, man. Like we got to be smarter, and that's what I tell people when I give speeches. I talk to a lot of kids in school,
Yeah.
which is probably not a smart thing. Tiger Woods, when he got caught cheating, they should have literally went to his wife and said, "Listen, we understand that you guys, this went down. We're gonna buy all the photos. We're gonna just, we're gonna crush this story. You guys deal with your marital problems, how you deal with it in private. That's on you. But Tiger Woods got to come back out here and make all these old white people money because these guys are like boring as all get out. You got to let them come back and play because as soon as he went downhill, the average fan was like,
Yeah,
And
no
then now, I mean, golf used to be on Sports Center. It used to lead sports and
Oh yeah.
Tiger Woods,
Oh yeah.
Now I can't even find golf. They play like the Masters. They play the U.S. Open. Who won the U.S. Open this year? Who knows?
Don't know. Don't
It's
care.
just like
Some white
no one
European
cares.
dude.
I was like, you guys, you killed your cash cow for no reason. Like just let him be a player. Let him do. That was a personal thing. He didn't do anything in the golf course. He doesn't, macking women in the, in the clubhouse or something like that. He wasn't going around Weinsteining people. He was just going around and being Tiger Woods.
Is
I
that
heard
what
that.
we're gonna call
You know
it
what I
now? Weinsteining people?
Yes, we are.
Hey,
All right,
Yeah,
I'm on
we got-
board.
yeah.
Because fuck him.
I met Harvey and
Oh
again,
wow.
I met a lot of people. I met him and I met him during the Hunger Games release
Really?
in France. It was right outside the hotel. And I was with my partner Koo at the time, and Koo's a beautiful woman. And I now look back on it, it's just a weird story. I was like, man, I really, really, really think Harvey's cool, and you know how you are, very opportunistic, and you're young, and you just want someone to give you a chance, right? I just want to give him my card. I just want to talk to him again, but I can give him my card. It's very hard to stop a Harvey Weinstein to go, hey, I'm Justin, I make movies, So it's very weird. We just kind of spoke, and it was odd. I didn't want to be that guy. I got this great synopsis. There's this guy in the clothes hanger. Like, I didn't know what to lead with. So, so after we spoke initially, I didn't want to go back over because I didn't pull the trigger. So I was like, you know what?
Right.
Cool, could you go over and give him my card? Because that way it looked less like, why does this guy keep coming at me? We just spoke. I shook hands. Congratulations. What do you want, right? And she didn't go over. And me, I'm an artist, and I started thinking, I was like, man, what if she would have went over? And what if and this is how I play out in my head. Oh, hey, hi, how you doing, Harvey? Nice to meet you. Oh, nice to meet you too. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Here goes my card. Oh, well, we're having this party. It's France, it's Cannes. We're going to be doing an open night party. If you want to come by later on this evening, it's going to be a bunch of people, and it's going to be fun. And then I'm in the hotel room excited, at my own hotel room, yo, call me when you get there. Tell me what happens. And I'm all amped. And then TMZ News. I don't know what that buzzer will be. And then now we have a story to tell. How crazy would that be? So I was just thinking, you just never know in this world who you're talking to.
Yeah.
And
Right.
how sometimes you just not navigate with that energy. Not to say anything's going to happen. It's just it's just like if the guy that met OJ out that night. You didn't know he was going to go on that spree, but I'm pretty sure some people hung out with him early in the day. You know what I'm talking about? And that's that kind of thing. How crazy is that? I was just hanging with the Jews, and then this happened. It's crazy. We were just talking about, watching soccer, and he was like, I can't stand soccer. One more game come on. I'm going to go out there and anyway. I let that.
All right, so
let
let me
that
ask you, Justin,
go.
if you had your choice of any actor or actress to star in one of your films, who would you cast for the top lead in each category?
Jennifer Connelly.
Oh, wow.
I'm sorry, who?
Love Jennifer Connelly. Jennifer
Oh,
Wow.
Connelly. Just phenomenal. I get Jennifer Connelly in
agree with
anything.
you.
She can act the phone book out and then make you feel like you're learning something. Like she's just that amazing. Then I get Juliette Binoche, and then I'll bring in Rachel Weisz, and then I go to
Love Rachel
Gary
Weisz.
Oldman. Gary Oldman will come
Oh,
in.
he's
He just has
good.
to be in there.
Wow.
Yeah.
And love me Gary Oldman. He's just like one of my favorites as
Mhm.
well. And
He
then
he always plays a really
man, I can
excellent
just
bad guy.
he's just excellent. When you give him a
He
role,
just plays a really excellent guy.
Yeah,
You know, he's
gonna
just an
crush it. It
amazing
doesn't matter what he
actor.
is. He's gonna turn that movie into something. It can be like the 13th Friday, and people are like, yeah, Gary Oldman turned that shit out.
Right.
Like Gary Oldman would turn that movie into like an Oscar contender. I don't know how, but it would be like it was the worst movie of his
Gary
career, but somehow,
Yeah.
you know.
I cannot
William
tell you how
Dafoe.
many people had no idea that Gary Oldman played the bad guy in Fifth Element. You know?
Then people
Yeah.
are stupid
That's
because they didn't watch the movie enough
phenomenal.
because I loved him in that. That's
Yeah.
actually the
He's just
first movie
phenomenal.
I've seen him in. That was the first movie
Mhm.
I saw him in.
I'm a big huge fan. I mean, I just got a list. I mean, William Dafoe, he has to be in there. I throw in
Oh.
Will Smith because he's been underrated, and I gotta
Oh,
get.
yeah.
And obviously not underrated because he's been paid, but I think people have kind of given him big movie star status, and he
Mhm.
just.
I
I
will
think
have
his
to-
range has grown.
I would like to
I
say
love
that
it.
I can honestly disagree with you on Willem Dafoe. I don't know what it is about him, but I just cannot stand that guy. I really can't.
Well, again, the reason that I like him is because he makes you feel something, and as an artist,
Yeah.
if he can make you feel something, then he's doing his job. Like you
Yeah.
ever see some people in
Yeah.
movies, you just hate them, and you
Yeah.
don't know them, you just hate their character. In real
Yeah.
life,
Yeah.
you saw that.
That's-
I
person, such a
feel
dick.
that
He's one
way
of
about
them.
Brad Pitt.
That's William Dafoe.
I cannot
That's- yeah.
stand Brad Pitt.
Okay.
I
okay.
cannot
But
stand
he did
him.
nothing to you, you know.
No,
It's just,
I
that's
see
how
where you-
great they are. You know?
I see where you're coming from now. I do. I see
Yeah.
that, and I realize it, and I'm like, you're right. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. I fucking hate that guy,
He's
but
rubbing
you know,
you. That's,
yeah.
like you saw him out, he's helping kids. You just want to go hit him, like you just want to go punch him. In the face.
Exactly. That's
Hurricane
exactly.
Harvey, William Dafoe, the speaker. You're just like, oh.
You know-
Another one.
This guy.
I've
know-
never like done a movie or anything like that. Obviously, I'm not
Really?
in the movie business.
Really?
But I have acted on the stage before, and if there is an actor in particular that I could think of right now that I would absolutely love to work with, it would be Neil Patrick Harris. I would love to work
Yeah.
with that man.
Doogie Howser.
Exactly.
God, I bet he hates that.
I know he does. I would never ever say that anywhere near his vicinity.
Now hold
But
on, hold on,
it's
now
fun
hold
to
on,
say,
Justin.
and, you know, I'm never gonna be anywhere near his vicinity.
Justin, I gotta stop you before we go any further. How? I mean, if you don't know what a Mad Lib is, how the fuck do you know what Doogie Howser is?
Ah!
Well, I just know it because he talked about. I've seen How I Met Your Mother. Okay.
Mhm.
That show. And he talked about in the interview, you know, people are like, who's this guy? Look him up. I got IMDb. I'm going to go see who this guy is. Because for me, he came out of nowhere, you know? I said,
Yeah.
oh, shit. This
He's
is
Doogie.
Doogie. And you go and look him up.
Okay.
And you're like, oh, he used to be on TV. Because, you know, we do this thing where we call it, I don't know, it's more like AA, but for directors and producers and actors, where we get together and just talk shit about people. And it stays in the room, right?
Okay.
Like we have a round table, man. It's very therapeutic. So what happens is we go in and we talk about how people make it, right? And we just
Yeah.
go in on people. We're like, oh well, of course he made it. He was Doogie Howser. Once you're in there, you can always make it. You know, like so we started like just going ham on people. Makes you feel better about yourself, you know.
Right,
So
right.
that
Very
was-
cathartic.
I made sure. I made sure to get a lot of information on people. So if anyone, that's why I know who directed Godzilla. Like if anyone's doing a movie, I can't tell you how much that irks my soul when I see someone come out of nowhere, right? Supposedly, and then they get
'cause
like
nobody
this
ever comes out of it.
$88 million film, and you go, oh, well, he's
Right.
kin to the cousin of the person who owns Disney. Of course, he's going to get that movie. And meanwhile, I have to answer questions. So, Justin, you had a budget of $200. Can you explain to me why the death scene where the girl was dangling above the building? didn't come out as realistic as I like. And you got to go, well,
Right.
I mean, dude, it was CG building. The girl was being held up by my cousin. We didn't have any wire work. Okay. I mean, we literally had to hold her, and then I had to roto him out. That means I had to go frame by frame, cutting him out of the picture. Yeah, and then, I don't know, man, we don't have any stunt mats, so she just kind of fell on the floor. So I'm sorry, she didn't look realistic about killing herself, But that's what you get. You get the fan that sort of like idea, and then someone hits you with this. Well, if you don't have the budget for it, then why would you do it? Well, you don't have the budget for your podcast. Why would you make it, you jackwagon? It's like, don't it doesn't make any sense. What do you mean? Like, who does that? Like, it's a Republic of George. Like, they'll never get to the Olympics now. Like, hey, you guys,
We go for bronze, baby. Bronze for the
we go
win.
for bronze out here. We're winning it. It's the Republic of George. We got a population of 600, man. I mean, if two of us make it, that's like, wow. I don't know math that well, but that is a high percentage of people who've been Olympic champions. So,
Okay, now
per
Justin,
cap.
here's the thing.
Mhm.
You get big, you get famous, you don't forget us, okay?
I'm being real, you guys.
We want Hellcast
Yes,
in
yes,
your
yes.
Academy Awards acceptance speech.
That's not what I meant.
Rock and roll.
No,
That's
that's
a bit
what
of
I
a stress,
meant.
but I do. Maybe like in the after party, because I gotta.
Oh,
you
okay.
gotta go up there,
Okay, I see.
play politics.
There you go.
I just think whatever guy's
Yeah.
gonna give me the rope to come in and do a movie, because I already know. I know I'm supposed to be as humble as possible, but I'm making movies that, you know what I mean. If Spielberg was in my room and he was trying to make this film, he'd be like, "Guy, what are we doing?" It's so difficult, to. And most indie artists would say this to you. Most independent filmmakers, it's like I'm trying to create. I did an alien movie, right? Alien Rain Man. We're in Iceland. We're in fucking
Okay.
Iceland. It's below 90 out there in Iceland. Have you guys ever been to Iceland?
No.
Yeah,
No, but
me
I
either.
want to
That's
go.
right. Go. It's the most amazing place. You actually would love it.
Exactly.
Don't go to the Blue Lagoon. Just go. It's untouched by people. There's no tourists. There's no buses full of people with cameras. It's just beautiful terrain. God's paintbrush.
Right.
Love Iceland. But we're trying to make a film out there. And I'm out there in
Right.
skin tight pants, leather pants and armor. And we're trying to film and it's just the conditions are like the Revenant. You know what I mean? The Revenant
Yeah.
conditions.
Right.
That's what's happening. And we're trying to film that with a skeleton crew. We're trying to do something that's dope and look great. And then you have someone give you shit about, like your armor wasn't as nice or whatever. Or it didn't look this good. I said, dude, we're not cheating the audience. We're not shooting in my backyard, calling it Mars. You can clearly see the palm trees. You know that we're in Palmdale. We're actually trying to give you dope shit. And it's just like crazy because we're reaching for, we're overreaching. That's why the movies at some point can seem flat in certain areas because we're overreaching. We're not just trying to tell a simple story of,
Right.
here we go. We're trying to go, look, dude, it's 13 Friday. We're going to kill people. They got guys going into the grave. I got a guy jumping off a building. We got a girl getting, her neck broken. We got flies coming out of people's eyes. We got bus hits, car hits. Someone's getting stabbed with forks, spoons. I mean, it's just, we're doing whatever. We got floating, like nuns, floating babies. We got spinning dolls. I mean, whatever it is that we can come up with, we try to throw it into the film. Not to just bite, but just because I didn't want it to be just, I can easily do cats jumping out the closet, holes and stings, So that's what we up against. Even the elf, dude. We have to build an elf. It's
Oh,
like
wow.
we have to create the elf first and then build it. We don't have. You know how much it costs to build Chucky? That thing's like $20,000 just to make Chucky. I was like, dude, the doll costs more than the budget. Okay.
Wow.
Because it's animatronic, so the robot,
Okay.
the facial movements and everything has to be placed. The hands, you can't do that shit in post. It's gonna take too much time. So
Right.
you have to have actual robotic Chucky. He's not just a doll out there. That thing is you can pretty much launch missiles from him. He's a robot. Yeah, like, and then I have to
More
come up with that. So now you
sophisticated
have
than
people
your
comparing
film.
your film to the Chucky doll. It's like, yeah, okay. Well, guess what, man? We didn't have a robotic elf, so I had to come up with ways that he moves. So you have me literally standing off camera with invisible thread trying to puppeteer a damn elf, so he can walk up to people, which is already going to be weird because it's not going to look right. So I said, you know what, let's just CGI. And then people go, oh, the CG didn't look that good. I was like, guys, CGI for an elf, it's expensive. We have to literally make an elf in 3D animation move. You think that's cheap? You think that was the simplest part? And we did the movie in 3 months.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
like what are you talking about?
Goodness.
Wow.
Like the movie is delivered. I started shooting this movie at the end of July. It's coming out November 7th. And
Wow.
there's no Christmas here. There's no snow here. It's the summertime. So
Yeah.
the stuff that we have to deal with to get out, and people say, well, it sounds like whining. No, I know we're blessed to be able to put a movie out. I'm just saying, if people don't know what you do, they kind of imagine what you do. And
Yes.
it's just like at lunch. I used to think that the lunch lady was lazy as shit because she didn't give me extra potatoes. And then I went back there one day for being a jackwad, and I had to go work the lunch room, right, because I got in trouble. Woo! I had another respect for Miss Martha because I was back there with my hair neck. Yeah. I was like,
Yeah.
"Listen, ain't no more green beans. Keep it moving." Blah. Like I was just chopping it down. You know? I had to go
Okay.
back here and open up 17 cans of this shit for you guys. So-
Justin, do you do stand up? Because you're fucking funny as shit.
No, I don't do stand up, and I stayed away from it because I didn't want to be stereotyped as a funny black guy.
All
Yeah,
right.
I know that sounds
Except-
crazy.
Yeah.
I really did. Like, think
except-
about it. Like every movie.
No, you're
Yeah.
right.
No, I
I
get
can
that. I do.
understand the
I really get
stereotype.
that.
But at the same
Well,
time,
you are funny.
Yes,
You are hilarious.
Well, thank you so much.
This-
And almost amazing I make jokes. So there you go.
This is the
That's some jokes
best
and all.
interview I have ever been a part of. You are awesome, and thank you so much.
Rock and
Uh,
roll, man. Thank you guys. Thank you for that. Thank you for that
Fun.
statement.
And
Definitely
you
have
know,
fun.
I mean, none of us wanted this interview to end, but after an hour, which is approaching epically long time frame, I feel
Yeah,
that, you know,
we had an hour interview last week.
yeah, and we've pretty much killed the entire audience off. Because not everybody who listens to our show is fans of the interview.
I don't know
But-
why, because you're hilarious.
Exactly, but other people love the interviews, and you know, obviously, the three of us love the interviews, and so we could honestly talk to you all fucking night, and with you being on the west,
Yeah.
the left coast, it would be well into our next morning. So I mean, but I mean, Justin, you're
But no,
absolutely
it's been great, man.
you're absolutely amazing, and you know, we love the energy that
Definitely.
you bring, and if you bring this much energy to a small time interview with, you know, nobodies like us, I can only imagine how much effort you put into the movies that, you know, you're putting everything into. And
Absolutely.
you know, unfortunately, and I will admit this, I was planning on watching them, but because of me getting my grandson tonight and some other circumstances, I wasn't able to watch the movie as I had planned today. But I will definitely be planning on watching them sometime tomorrow because my football team isn't on the air tomorrow, so I got some free time.
And I got until like 2:00 when the NASCAR race is on. So
And so we got
There you
time
go.
to watch.
Rock and roll.
We got time to watch your screener here, and you know, definitely tweet you out on afterwards and say, "Hey, dude, this was awesome," or you know, "Hey, you could have used a little more light here on their ass," you know, something like that.
Definitely go with that. Watch Almost Amazing. Watch the 13th
We'll
Friday. Have a good
definitely do
time.
that.
You know, just scrub through, man, and it's all love, man. Thank you guys for having me on. I'm gonna go to an 80s club and dance. It's called DeLorean.
excellent.
80s. Hold on, that's like way older
It's called
than you.
DeLoreans.
Yes. How dope is this place? Like, look
That
it up.
sounds
It's one of the most
awesome.
amazing places.
Okay, except
They
this
have,
is
like,
this is like 10 years older than him. He doesn't understand the reference of DeLorean.
It doesn't matter, okay? I'm just going in to enjoy myself.
He
I
does
get looked
too,
at by a lot of
okay?
older
Because
women.
Back
It's
to
my
the
thing.
Future is, you know, like timeless.
Yeah.
This is like the
There you go,
funniest
it's fun.
14. This is like the funniest 14-year-old we've ever talked to.
Oh shit! Like I gotta
Justin-
really leave because my mom is waiting.
I know.
You
Hey,
better cut
hey,
off the
Justin. Justin, if you could do one more thing for us, just, you know, say who you are and the couple of the films that we've kind of talked about, and that you're listening to Hellcast Radio.
Got it. I'm Justin Price. filmmaker, multi-hyphenate, actor, producer, director. Starred in Almost Amazing, available now. The Elf, available November 7th. And The 13th Friday, which is also available now on all VOD platforms. You're listening to Hellcast Radio.
Absolutely
thank
spectacular,
you.
sir.
Thank you. And if you need us to do any, voiceovers for any of your movies, we'd be happy to do so.
Yes.
Yes, we have
you
a
guys,
couple
man.
we have a couple of screaming white chicks and an old white guy.
Yeah, I was gonna go with that. Let's we'll
Yes!
probably mix them together.
There you go. Justin, have a
Okay.
fabulous evening, sir.
Enjoy your 80s
Thank you
love.
guys too. Rock and roll.
Bye.
Bye.